On a snowy day in Omaha, the Creighton Blue Jays look to keep rolling in Big East play. Back in the top 25, they host the Georgetown Hoyas, aiming to make it 5 wins in a row as the regular season quickly winds down here in February. In the AP poll since the preseason back in October, Gina Auriemma a couple weeks ago playing this team said, "What am I missing? Someone needs to explain why this team is not ranked." Finally back as Morgan Molly does what she does. Beautiful basketball.
Yeah.
I think that'll happen before long. Here's Molly Mogensen, one of the best passers in program history. It skips through the hands of Break and into Jensen's possession. 5 seconds to shoot off 1 foot. Brilliant. This team incredibly efficient. They are 11th in the nation effective field goal percentage. Program history with 91 wins with them at the helm, but still going to miss some of that beautiful basketball that they play. Break into Mogensen on cue.
And you see the chemistry that has been developed over 4 and 5.
And capitalize. 6 seconds on the clock. In the corner, Littrell checks her toes and drains the long-range shot. 5-point lead on the road. Putting the ball inside, Morgan Molly with her own power on display.
And you see this, the mismatch problem.
Good things happen again. She'll misfire. She's off target today inside the paint. Sprinting down the floor. How about Lockett in a burst to the rim?
Keani Lockett was like a blur on the floor. There are players battling for her. She is dominating them on the offensive glass right now. I have not seen a box out. I've seen players reaching up, straight up. You have to push her out.
Morgan Molly with a little bump and finish along the baseline. Leah Reichen before that. Second on Rivera Kim. She's going to go take a seat. One of their top scorers and three-point threats. Morgan Molly, the step back. Her bread and butter.
And I think this is where Morgan Molly has grown over the years.
Who leaves that short, just grazing front iron. Now 4 of 11 from the field. The trailer, Morgan Molly, she's got it. As lethal as anyone with that kind of space.
Now you see why someone like her would just jack up threes as Coach Flannery.
Break working from the high post. Creighton looking more like itself here in the second quarter, including Max. Lauren Jensen had been 1 of 5. They need that kind of shot. The mid-range swirls through. Break also had a great game.
Starting from Creighton late, it looked like Jenkins was going to have an easy 2, but they sent a couple of bodies at her.
Jensen right to the post player, undeterred with the floater. Kelsey Ransom will turn it over. Kennedy Townsend now pushing into the front court, continuing this strong stretch of offense and defense for the Blue Jays. Brooke Littrell backing down. Hession will kick it out. Great look for Townsend. That touch, nothing going down.
5 offensive rebounds for Georgetown, but they haven't capitalized as Molly just stays on a heater. So 5 offensive rebounds for Georgetown, but just 2
next to each other.
A little bit of a Wi-Fi lag here with such a big crowd in attendance.
Lauren Jensen will misfire from inside the paint. Fought for and won by Mallory Break.
And that's what can happen for Georgetown.
Strong and taken by Jensen. Jensen looking at all her teammates running the floor in their slots. It leads to an open 3 for Jensen. Timeout called by Georgetown as the Blue Jays are having their way on their home court.
There's some really talented freshmen in this league, most notably Sarah Strong, Jada Eads at Seton Hall, but I think we need to start putting her name in this conversation as well. Wow.
First bucket on senior day for Jamie Horan, who epitomizes being an unsung hero. In rhythm, Horan, yes! Big smile getting back on defense as the Blue Jays continue to run.
Is, will the Big East get a third team in. I've seen 3 different Big East teams kind of mentioned around that bubble. That's Seton Hall, Marquette, and Villanova. Those 3 teams. Is that another triple for Horan? But those 3 teams are all very close, capable of, and they kept it respectable with an 11-point loss.
Jamie Horan, yes! 3 for 3 from long range in this second half of 17. Townsend had to check that she was all by herself to place it up in it. Timeout called as Creighton outscoring Georgetown in this third quarter, 24-9.
More of a rest than they're accustomed to.
Break will swing. Horan now coming off the bench. Fresh legs and knocking down the 3 by Morgan Molly.
Players that can just take the wind out of a team's sails. You can defend perfectly for 28 seconds, and then they can just torch you with the triple as the shot clock is expiring, and you're
still bringing the tenacity on defense.
I don't think she's come out of this game. I just pulled up the stats. It says 38 minutes, so she is not set.
Long range shot will fall. Everybody feeling it for Creighton on senior day.
I'd put the respect on it.
Well, certainly is well-deserved, and Creighton with a dominant showing at home. Keone Lockett not to be left out of the party. A 3-point play opportunity. Came into tonight winning 4 in a row since losing to UConn, all by at least 14 points. They're going to make it 5 straight wins. The final 70-48, Creighton over Georgetown to improve to 13-1 in Big East play.